Like I'm in the big leagues. Yeah, I told him I'ma hit it out of stands. I deserve another 100 bands. I deserve another 100 fans. Told them this was always in the plans. I just did it cause they said I can. Blowing euros when I'm down in France. Labels asking how I build a brand. Told them put a check up in my hands. Boy got time, no cap. Made a few checks, but they all in the raps. Had a few friends, but they suck in the past. I don't even trip when I'm thinking about that. Hopped in the whip and we all in black. Shawty wanna ride to the hop in the back. 0 to 100, seen a rev on the dash. They ain't catching up, dog, I'm moving too fast. I'm in the big leagues. Told them don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Once again, we are back at it with the free agency live watch. Man, things are going down around the NFL, and the Miami Dolphins all of a sudden just went quiet. They all of a sudden went quiet. We're going to talk about why and more. Who are the two big targets they're trying to get and areas where it's looking rough for us. We're also going to talk about the structure of Ogbah's contract, which is very favorable for the Miami Dolphins and how they structured it out. All right. Salute to the homie, D-Hug all day. Been a member for 11 months. I can't believe some people coming up on a year of membership, man. He said, what's good, bro? Greer just tried to negotiate a contract with me to be the starting new center. Talks fell through. I'm glad you said that because we need to talk about the center position. A lot of people wanted a center. They felt like we needed a true center for Tua Tagovailoa. Ain't no more centers. We have officially lost out in the center game. There ain't no more centers. The last viable, good option out there was Brian Allen, and he is now gone. He is now gone. Brian Allen is no longer available. So we're done with centers, okay? So we basically, we did not accomplish anything at the center position. So it looks like Dieter it is, unless they bring in a guy to compete with him. And EM in the building, what's up, homie? He said Dieter is serviceable. I agree, but it definitely ain't an upgrade. So right now we're looking like the same O-line. They could not upgrade the center position. There are a lot of talks that they were tried to, but they didn't. It is what it is. We move on. All right. Now let's quickly talk about the two main targets that have been out there that the Miami Dolphins are waiting on. I'm hearing that Let's see here. Give me a second. They're pretty much waiting to see what happens with JC Jackson. And see here, give me a second. I just had it up. In Armstead, of course. Those are the two targets that they're waiting to see what happens. I still don't understand this JC Jackson stuff because that means somebody would be on the move. So I'm waiting to see what that's about. I still don't understand that, but we'll see. But the whole league is waiting on Armstead because they need to know when he goes, everybody's gonna start trying to get all the other guys. The tackle market is literally frozen right now, waiting to see what happens at the top. They're waiting to see what happens at the top. Now, some updated news that some of you all may have not have known, but the Browns actually have been confirmed that they have had an interest in Deshaun Watson now. They've been keeping it low key, but there is confirmation now that the Browns have inquired about Deshaun Watson, which is very interesting because if they were able to pull that off, then you would be looking at Baker going somewhere else as well, being an option. Okay. So that's what that's the news that we got in the last hour. Let me see here. Yeah, the Rams center signed 3-year, $24 million, $8 million a year. Ain't no more centers out there. If y'all see us sign a center, nobody better be around here sitting here hooping and hollering, talk about, yeah, it's just another guy they're hoping to compete. So right now, Chris Greer is in heavy negotiations with players. And when you're in heavy negotiations like this and you see a pause in a certain market, like the cornerback market and the tackle market, they're already overpaying negotiations right now. They already are in overpay mode in negotiations right now. Ain't no fair price being negotiated right now. People are negotiating overpayments. That's simple. Some of these people, all these people y'all naming are already wrapped up with their team. They done locked them down. They done already locked them down. Ben Jones is already gone, bro. He's off the board. Some of y'all got to keep up. I told you. Ben Jones is gone. He is off the board. He is gone, all right? From the center, the top centers, Jensen, Ben Jones, and Brian Allen are off the board. So go check it out. You may have not have known that. Off the board, all right? A second, make sure this is real. Nah, that's another fake post. People keep trying. They keep trying. Yeah, Ben Jones stayed in Tennessee. He is in Tennessee. Ogbah structure. Ogbah structure, ladies and gentlemen. I have to say I like Ogbah structure. He's gonna be like a $7.5 million cap hit this year. And next year, he's gonna be $18 million. The only thing I don't like about it is that year 3 they can get off the contract, but the way they've structured it, they basically have almost $5 million in dead cap in year 3 if they wanted to get off of it. So it's good for now. He gives us some flexibility in the cap, but we're also digging into some of our future caps. So the future years, we won't have as much money as we wanted to if we just evened it out evenly. So that tells me the Miami Dolphins are saving as much room as they possibly can to actually make some real signings this year. They could have just straight up gave him his 16 million this year, but instead they're giving him 17 and a half, which means they're definitely trying to keep money right now for something big. They are definitely doing something big, trying to do something big right now. The only issue I have with Miami is I don't like the move of Armstead, and I think we may win them because we can overpay. The guy's paid 75% of his snaps, and you're about to pay him 21, 22 million, maybe even more if the bidding war gets ugly. Keeping money for Watson, maybe, but I'm going to still rule that out until it happens. We definitely have the money for him right now if we want it still, but I'm ruling that out. But this is the thing. If we get breaking news that we got Armstead, I'm going to be happy because it's a huge piece for Tua, but it is a terrible move. It's going to help Tua if he stays healthy. But just from a general manager standpoint, it's a terrible move. First of all, you're overpaying him. Second off, he's getting older. Third off, he's always hurt. I'm going to be happy about it, though, because I don't want any excuse. Because even if he gets hurt, it ain't an excuse because that's a risk you run no matter what quarterback or lineman you got. This is why I keep on telling y'all I prefer a quarterback who don't need as much. But it looks like we may be all in trying to go after Armstead. And if we overpay, we'll probably get him. But once again, it's just not a good move from a general manager standpoint. Again, overpaying. You're probably going to give heavy guarantees. He's always hurt, and he's getting older. Armstead would be really good, though, if he's healthy. And the older you get, the more injuries you're prone to have, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we act like Armstead is 25 years old. The man about to be 31 going into the next season. He's turning 31 this offseason. And we're about to commit a 4 or 5 year deal of massive proportion. It may work out and be great, but I have to tell y'all, it's one of the most risky moves we can make. EM said if he stays relatively healthy, you're getting a top 5 tackle. I think it could work out. Yeah, we all think. But when you really look at it, the man has already played most of the prime of his career. You would have to hope that he remains playing at a top 5 level. And then the big question again, he has to stay healthy. And the man has played 75% of his snaps in the last 8 years. And the truth be told, I don't think it makes Tua better anyway. Just keeping it 100. But any right tackle we bring in, as long as they above average, no, they can't be above average. They got to be good, really good or great. Any tackle we bring in really good or great, injuries or not, I am going to be happy for because we need it. I don't want no excuses. I just know that it sucks that these are the links we have to go to support a guy. Top quarterbacks in the NFL don't need Armstead. They need a good tackle, not the best. And is that even his blind side? Or maybe y'all going to tell me he can play either side. You're going to have to pay him 20 plus million a year. We know. Why aren't you talking about Watson? Because I said I have zero faith that this team will do what's necessary to maximize our potential growth this year. Why you think there's been no news on Tunsil, TD? Because he's under contract and it would be a part of a trade and it's massive money. First of all, you got to be willing to take that contract. Then you got to give up a draft pick to get to do it. So you got to look at it like this. If you're going to eat Tunsil's $22 million a year, why not save the draft pick and get Armstead? Don't get me wrong. At this point, I would like Tunsil better because I feel like he's younger. But you're giving up a draft pick to do it, and a good one too. So that's why nobody's talking about Tunsil. If it happens, it'll maybe a package with Watson, or if it happens, it'll just be a trade that happens at any point, you know? Yeah, Miami could do a package deal of a Tunsil and Watson if they wanted to, and then just round the rest of the roster out. Y'all don't understand. I would feel just fine going to war with Tunsil, Watson, and the roster we got now. I would feel just fine. Find little small complimentary pieces after that, and next year you will finish the roster complete. EM said he's been the best athlete at his position for the duration of his career. So if he slows down some, he'll still be in the upper echelon in terms of athleticism relative to his position, like Williams. Yeah, and I agree with that. Again, but even if he slows down, he'll still be in the upper echelon, not no 22 million upper echelon. And that's where you need him to play at the best at his position. You need it's Tua Tagovailoa we're talking about. You need him to stay at the best in his position. Not just take a step down, but still the upper echelon. This is Tua Tagovailoa we're talking about. Let's not forget that, ladies and gentlemen. We need a guy who's going to play the best at that position. And forget the slowdown. I'm not even though a slowdown is a concern, I'm not even worried about the slowdown with Armstead. I'm worried about him being on the field, period. Screw the slowdown. If you ain't on the field, the slowdown don't even matter. Because the older you get, the slowdown ain't the concern. It's the missing time. But at the end of the day, if he can stay healthy, you can't get no better. If he can stay healthy, you can't get any better than that. That's the creme de la creme. That's what you want. So if we bring him in, we would solely be banking on him staying healthy. And you can't live your life, out of fear of injury. The only issue I have is that kind of money, you got to consider it. With that kind of money, you just got to consider it. And let me break down the issue that I have, right? Let me break down the issue that I have with him. Let's explore. Oh my gosh, I didn't know he was this injury riddled. This man has never played a 16-game season, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking at it now. 9 seasons, he has never played a 16-game season. He's played 1 15-game season, 2 14-game seasons, 1 13-game seasons. But let me give you his low number. He's had a season where he's only started 2 games. He's played 2 games. He's had another season where he's only played 7 games. He had another season he only played 10. Then the season, oh my gosh, and it all happened in an order. He had one season where he played 7. He came back the next year, only played 10. He came back the year after that and only played 10. And last year, he only played 8. And you mean to tell me we're coming fresh off of a season that he didn't finish? No. I didn't even realize this. I thought it might have been out of 9 seasons, 5 of them he played the whole season. And he had a few ones that were really bad. This is so Dolphin. Watch, we're going to get him. I know we're going to get him now. I know that we're going to win the bid. Now I know for a fact that we are going to end up winning for Armstead. I know we're going to end up winning now because it's so Dolphin. And again, we get him, I'll be happy and just praying he stays healthy. But I know one thing. He gets hurt and he missed 8 games like he did last year. Tua's done as a Dolphin. Somebody said, dang, you have like zero faith. This ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I mean, see, once again, I got to give y'all this. I got to school y'all on this ridiculous, these comments y'all make. Dang, you have zero faith. You wouldn't make decisions like this in your personal life. Why you messing with me like that? People won't make decisions like this in their personal life if it affects them. You wouldn't make decisions like this in your personal life with certain things you would do. If you see a history of something not delivering, you wouldn't make decisions like this in your personal life. But you got to come at me and say, oh, you don't have no faith. I'm just calling it how it is, man. We're not talking about bringing him in for $15 million. This might be $22 million. We're talking about $22 million potentially. Somebody said there's a better live show than this, but you're here. What is up with people? People give, or maybe you came from that live show to come here to say it so that you could probably get some help on that live show. I don't know. Oh man, TD, you talking facts, brother. Don't worry what people say. Man, I'm just saying, man, we got to figure out something for Tua. We got to get him something. I mean, maybe we get one of the other guys at a big price. At least they may have a better injury history. That's all I'm saying. And this is my thing. If y'all, I know there's a lot of people that don't support Tua, but if you're one of those people that want to see the best for Tua, you want to get somebody reliable. You want to try to get somebody reliable for him that you know has a great chance to be there to protect him all season and not just 8 games. I hate when some of the best players in the league have a flaw like reliability. It sucks. Why is it always some of the best players in the league? No clue, man. What about Morgan Moses? He's been 8 seasons. You see what I'm saying? See, I would give that kind of money to a guy like Morgan Moses. I'll be looking to sign Moses. That would be the home run. You want to see his history? The man plays 16 out of 16, 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 and 16 out of 17. Last year, he missed one game. Other than his rookie year, he played 8 games, but he only started 1. This man has been on the field for every game except 1 in the last 7 years. So you want to talk about health? That's who we supposed to be beating the table for if we want. That's who we supposed to be beating the table for, ladies and gentlemen. That's the home run. He's a right tackle. What about the left side? I don't care. Can he play left? And screw the freaking left. That ain't even to his blind side, right? I mean, what you think we gonna come out of this with 2 elite linemen? If Miami pull that off, I got to give them the ultimate props. But you think they finna come out of this situation with 2, a left and a right tackle? I thought the right tackle is what you need. Because at least Tua could see what's on his left. TD Random, what you think about Leighton Vander Esch? Ain't he an injury guy? You know, with the neck and all of that? Ain't he ain't that a concern for him? So I don't think much about him. I know he's out of favor. He was out of favor with his team. If the Dolphins fail to build around Tua, do you think Grill will open the Watson door, open up signing 1 tackle and a running back is a failure to me? But we already knew this was going to happen. I told you it was going to be impossible to get a big name lineman and still do everything. We can't act surprised now. So I don't think they're just going to get a lineman and a running back, because that running back ain't even a running back where you made a huge splash. You just brought in another guy that can complement the system. Let's not say that we made this like massive move at the running back position that's going to change the world. He's a good player. He's going to come and contribute to our team. That's it. The running back signing wasn't this big free agent acquisition signing that's going to be world beating unless it turns out that way. It's just a solid move. Okay, Miami gets another guy in the running back room to help. He's a good player. I like him. But let's not sit here and make it seem like it was like this, whoa, we got Edmonds, bro. Whoa. No, that ain't what that was. So let's not say a tackle and a running back, that's it. No. Running back, that was just, they ain't no different from bringing in a guy. And we ain't even secured a tackle yet to even put that on the board as something we did. Salute, homie. Keep bringing the real. Appreciate you, man. But yes, I would rather you invest your money in Morgan Moses. It's Tua's blind side. It's his blind side, right? Which is more important? His blind side or the left tackle? Which one you think is more important? And I got to be honest with y'all, with the way that this team is constructed right now, because it don't look like we're going to be able to do tons more. Man, I know I'm going to keep bringing it up, even though they ain't going to do it. I would just call Houston and give them everything they want for Tunsil and Watson. Give them all the draft capital for the next 2 years. Maybe even sprinkle in the extra one for the 3rd year down the road. Because then you would have the core of your team under contract for 3 years anyway. You would have your team under contract for 3 years. And then if your offense gets great with Tunsil and Watson, you can afford next year anyway to move on from one of them corners. That's what I would do. I feel like we had all this money. And really, we didn't have a lot of money, y'all, because of Gesicki and Agba. It looked like we had a lot of money, but that was without 2 core players. So when you signed Gesicki and Ogbah, which was about 26 million, we didn't have as much money as it seemed. Now we can clear up some cap, but what are they going to do? And then did you see Christian Kirk's money? With incentives and everything, it can end up being a 4-year, $84 million deal. This man, if he balls out, can make $21 million a year. Did you see Christian Kirk's money? The wide receiving market just went up, ladies and gentlemen. The wide receiver group just went up. The money for a wide receiver just went up. And not only the wide receivers, but J.C. Jackson's money just went up too. You know why? You know why J.C. Jackson is probably like, hold on, let me up my price now. Let me tell you why. Because the two big dogs on Twitter just sounded off. Did y'all see Darius Slay tweeted, I need to start working on my routes. Backpedaling is not it no more. Jalen Ramsey responded to him. Either that or our price just went up. How we locking down guys who get paid more than us? It's all blessing though. Market just went up for receivers and corners, ladies and gentlemen. The market just went up for receivers and corners. We making any cuts? When will we start seeing that? I mean, you're going to see a few here and there over the next 2 days. Hopefully. But I think that they're actually thinking about bringing a lot of the guys that's eligible to be cut, bringing them back. I think they're truly thinking about bringing some of those guys back. Man. But it is what it is, man. Let me pick this up right here. Hold on, y'all. I'm confirming something. We might have some more breaking news. I'm checking into it now. We might have some breaking news. But I'm gonna see if it's real. And if it is real, that is a bad sign. Yep, it's real. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me make sure, man. Oh my gosh, this might tell us all we need to know, that Miami pretty much running out of money. Hold on. I'm trying to confirm what people are saying about the wide receiver from Dallas who was a backup. Saw something that I thought confirmed it, but it didn't. Nope, it's confirmed. The Miami Dolphins and wide receiver Cedric Wilson Jr. closing on a 3-year contract per sources. So we just got ourselves a solidified backup receiver. He had his best year last year, even though he only started 4 games. He played all 16. He got 61 catches. No, targeted 61 times, 45 receptions, and 602 yards. 13.4. This is another deal, just like the running back situation. Not a terrible pickup, but he ain't the world beater. He ain't the guy that's supposed to be the top receiver. Another solid player added to the roster. This is like a move of when you added a guy like you know how we add our Albert Wilsons every year and we add our Hearnses every year and stuff like that. Another player. I don't know how to respond to this because I feel like he's another guy for Tua, but it ain't the difference maker. He's a good receiver, but his sample size is so small. And I'm waiting on the details of the money. They haven't released the details of money yet. Last year, he wasn't a good receiver at all. Not last year. Last year, he was his best season. I'm talking about the year before that. He was pretty bad. And the year before that, he was even worse. Last year, he actually put up some production, but you know what was going on in Dallas. So he really got the opportunity. I don't know, man. We got another receiver. I don't know. I don't know. I get trying to like dig into my soul and get the greatness of it, like the positive from it. Um, and it's positive because you got another receiver who ain't terrible. He's not a terrible receiver. He's not a bad receiver. He's a solid receiver. But what Miami is telling me is they're trying to get all these bargains and hope they all work out. Free agency ain't over yet, but TD, I'm giving you your flowers. You were right. Just because we have the money doesn't mean free agency will come. No big names. We'll get one big name. I'm telling y'all now, we will get one big name, and we're going to pay heavy for it. But these small signings like this show you that they know they ain't going to be able to afford anything else. Remember weeks ago, everybody in their little mocks and stuff, we got to get one premier top receiver. Here it goes. The contract details. Please tell me this man ain't getting more than $5 million. 3-year, 22.8 million. 3-year, 23 million. You mean to tell me you're gonna get this man seven and a half a year? It is what it is. So he gets 7.5 million a year, 12.75 million guaranteed, pretty much 2 years. So he got a 2-year, $13 million contract. That's what I look at it as. Or a 2-year, $14 million contract. The last year ain't guaranteed. And yes, Dallas does lose another receiver, but they were probably going to lose him anyway. He was a free agent. They obviously didn't care to invest in him. So they didn't lose another receiver they expected to. And I think we might have overpaid by 2.5 to 3 million a year. Why are we surprised? Would you want to play with Tua? Leave it. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Thought I was a mod, TD. I've been rocking with you for 2 years. Up. Debo. No, I actually had deleted all mods because some people were taking advantage of it. Then I had to re-put them in. So give me a second because I'll just add you now. Be easy for me. Give me a second. All right, I got you squared away, homie. Just overpaid a fifth string wide receiver. He ain't a fifth string. He was like fourth, third when somebody got hurt. And they gave him some targets. We still at it though. We still at it. We still making deals. We still got some money. We gonna get that one big name. But with what you know now, because I want you to think about your receiver room now, okay? Think about your receiver room. You got Waddle, Parker, Bowden, who else we got? Well, we just got Wilson Jr. Who else we got? I'm not thinking of it. Is that it? Is that what we got at receiver right now? I think that's it. Hollins is left. Yeah, but we didn't sign him yet, right? But I'm going to put Hollins on here because I will hope they would do our ex-team captain right, you know? Preston, yeah, but I expect him to be gone. So look at your receiver room. Waddle, Parker, Bowden, Wilson, Hollins, Preston. Right now, that's your receiver room. Is that what anybody expected? Is that what anybody expected? Oh my gosh. It's crazy to me, man. Are they trolling me right now? What is Miami doing? What are they doing? Do you know who they just signed as a backup quarterback? He may not even be the backup. What are they doing? What is Miami doing? You just brought in a guy who might beat your starter. Am I tripping? Is this real? This ain't real. Armando just reported it too. The Miami Dolphins just signed Teddy Bridgewater. Why would they do that? And I know they're going to bring him in telling him that Tua is the starter. I know they're going to bring him in telling him Tua is the starter, though. But I have a problem with that because you're going to lose the freaking locker room if Teddy is playing better. And Teddy has the wheels on him and Teddy has the freaking, oh my gosh, why, man? Why? Why would they do this? No, ladies and gentlemen, Bridgewater is not the new starter, but you bringing him in, and this is a case of possibly losing the freaking locker room. They already in the locker room feeling like you can't win with this guy, and then you bring in a guy who might actually just be better than him anyway, if you really want to be honest and truthful. I know they're going to be selling over the next 2 weeks. Bridgewater ain't better than Tua. Bridgewater ain't better than Tua. Stop lying. The man overall right now is technically better than Tua. I know you're going to bet on Tua's upside to be better than Teddy, but right now at this very moment, Teddy is slightly better than Tua Tagovailoa. That is a fact. And people are going to be around here selling the freaking opposite. Why would the Dolphins do this? And I don't want neither of them as my long-term quarterback if they're going to play at the level that they at. And how much did you pay this man? That's what I want to know. Is this a joke? And they did it on a 1-year deal. Tell me how much money y'all gave that man. It's freaking ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. Now they're going to be selling us for the next several weeks of why Tua is better. No, he may have a better upside, but the man is not better. What is Miami doing? TD, this has to mean when we trade for Watson, chances are he faces 6-game suspension. Tua is out of here soon. Man, I'm over that, bro. And matter of fact, Pete, you might be freaking right. That's the only thing that would make sense in this. That is the only thing that would make sense in all of this. That is the only thing that would make sense. Y'all see this? You see my quarterback list that I came up with months ago? So you can't say I'm being biased to try to put somebody above anybody. I've been telling y'all this. Look at it. Teddy Bridgewater, good quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa, average with a ceiling of being good. I had it graded this way months ago. And I'm telling y'all now, y'all might as well stop that narrative. Teddy Bridgewater ain't winning no quarterback competition. He is not going to win the quarterback competition because even if he plays better than Tua, they are going to start Tua. And they're going to lose this locker room because they know if Teddy gives us the best chance to win, they're going to ruin this locker room. Are y'all serious, JC Jackson to the Chargers? I can't believe this is happening. I did not see the day turning out like this. I figured they'd overspend on the tackle. I figured they'd bring a big name receiver in. They go get a linebacker and fill the roster out. But they got Ogbar, which was good. They bring in a running back to help, but it ain't like it's a world beater. They get a receiver that's the same level, ain't a world beater. And they bring in Teddy Bridgewater to back up Tua Tagovailoa, knowing that the backup is pretty much better than the starter. And that is a freaking fact. I don't care what nobody say. Would you rather have Brissett or Bridgewater? Bridgewater. He better than Tua. So you ain't got to ask that question. Would I rather have? If you want to be honest, real Dolphin fans would rather put whoever the best option on the field to win. And I'm sorry. That's Teddy. God dog. The sources say the Chargers are expected to sign former Patriots star cornerback J.C. Jackson to big money deal. And the messed up part about it is, if Tua struggles and he gets hurt and Teddy wins games in his absence and Tua get healthy, Teddy is a solid backup. I agree. Just like Tua. Just that he's the starter. Look at our quarterback situation. I want you to really think about it. Our quarterback situation is Teddy Bridgewater and Tua Tagovailoa. Our QB situation ain't no different than the Saints was last year. Don't be sitting here living in a state of delusion. You got a negative mindset, TD. No, the Miami Dolphins got a negative game plan, as they always do. Ain't no negative mindset. Y'all the same people that if it worked out exactly how I told you it would, you won't say my bad for even saying you were negative. Instead, why don't y'all start realizing this great analysis trying to tell y'all what's going on? Everything that I'm negative about that y'all call me out on ends up coming to pass. And does that mean it was negative or I had a great analysis? Why can't some of y'all see that? And like I told y'all the other day, why don't you tell me what the other people around here been positive about? Tell me which one done worked out in the last 3 years. Why don't you tell me right now what subject anybody been positive about that actually worked out? Please. Very happy with free agency so far. Pointless in building up this team for a trash QB. Ogba won't be the same player without Flo running the defense. Now, I don't 100% agree with it. I agree with the point that you said. It is pointless to build up this team with a trash QB. He ain't trash, but with the QB we got, it is pointless to build up this team. So build something to sustain now. Let's try to go win games. And so far, it don't look like we making moves that's going to be the equivalence of being one of the 7 top teams in the AFC. I'm just being honest with Dolphin fans. Call it what you want, but your money, many of y'all asked for this. But don't worry. As time goes, we're going to find out and see what happens, all right? Flipside Fisher said, now we have 2 backup QBs. Complete clown show. You ain't never lied. And the sad thing, our backup quarterback is a backup. Our backup quarterback Both of our quarterbacks play at a backup level, but our backup is better than our starter, even though they both backups. At least the level that they playing at. Now we have, oh my gosh. J.C. Jackson got the bag, 5-year, $82 million. Really? That ain't bad. That's actually a friendly deal. That's a good deal. I gotta verify that money. Are you sure that's the amount? Because that's a good deal. 5-year, 82 with 40 million guaranteed. Oh, they got this man for like 16 million a year. That is amazing. Oh, X better sit his behind down. That's about all X need to get what he getting now. But you know why? You know why? Because he see what the Chargers doing. He know he may be able to get more money in the playoffs. He see what the Chargers doing. J.C. Jackson could have got more money than that, ladies and gentlemen. He sees what the Chargers are doing. They sold him on coming. You got Herbert in an offense that's already potent. They told him all we missing is a defense, and if you can come help us with that, we are guaranteed playoffs. You'll be a perennial Pro Bowler and All-Pro. This is the effect, ladies and gentlemen. So get that J.C. Jackson stuff out of your system. Now we still waiting on the tackle. Oh, who is left for Miami to get other than a tackle? A tackle ain't a rebuild. A tackle ain't finishing doing what we need to do. I don't like none of this. This is not what I freaking expected. And I already know everybody, oh, TD, you being negative. Oh, why can't you just root for the team? Shut up. Do you think that this team right now, what they doing is going to keep up with what the other guys are doing? Look at what everybody else around the freaking AFC is doing. Look at what everybody else is freaking doing, man. So, and listen, man. Let me pull this up, man. Let me pull this up real quick. We got 980 people in here, man. Y'all hit that like button. Punch that like button. All y'all haters hit the dislike. It's all engagement. It helps the channel either way. But we about to switch to subscriber only mode because my haters starting to come in here. They don't like hearing the truth. You know them people that like being lied to? They starting to come in here. So we switching to subscriber only mode. Get my haters up out of here. It's crazy. I don't know why they keep coming back. Why y'all even hang around, man? This guy that's on your screen don't know nothing what he talking about. Then why in the heck are y'all hanging around? We got 960 people here. I need all 300 of y'all to leave. Bye. We'll rock out with the 600. We good. Getting mad because your team, our team. You see, I wanted to say your team now because they teeing me off. Get mad because they out here underperforming. And the truth, and you know what the sad truth about it is? Some of y'all just such two ears that you don't care if they get it right or not. You just want to see him play again. Some of you are so sad that, of course, you want this team to get the team around them. But even if they fail in free agency, the real goal is just to extend his career. Just give us as much tour football as we can get. That's the freaking sad part about it. This is so negative. Tell me what out here is being positive that has actually turned out to be the case. Gesicki signed, that's a good sign for Miami, so he's not disputing it. Salute to the Dolphins for selling him on the big picture. That means he did not dispute the tag. Big ups to the Dolphins for getting that done. I love that. So we ain't got to worry about that situation. Ricardo Joseph just became a member with the Pro Bowl. Salute to you, Ricardo. Appreciate you, homie. Love you. Salute to you, man. Got to show my haters sometimes. You see that, haters? All y'all try to block me out, but we add members, baby. We add subscribers. We add people who know, who actually love not being lied to. They'll take the brunt of the reality. Cedric Wilson is not the answer at wide receiver. I mean, he's a good guy to bring in. You got another receiver. Of course, he ain't what they expected. All these people like, we need people who can separate. We need this and that. You got the same roster, ladies and gentlemen. You got the same roster. TD, grade our free agency so far. C-. But when we get that, I can't even say C-, honestly. I'm just being generous. It's like a D+. But let's sit around C- just to feel some positivity for those who need it. All right. When we get that offensive tackle, it's gonna lift us a whole grade level. So it'll go to B- if we can get that secured. Can they get another receiver, a top guy? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they surprise us in the fourth quarter. Maybe they surprise us. I'm not surprised we're going to get a top lineman. Well, I hope so, at least. If we don't, it's a sad day. But we're going to get a top lineman in the next 48 hours, okay? It's going to happen. If it was me, give me... See, I'm so twisted right now. I done forgot the one that I was... I'm running a blank on the name of the right tackle that I want to get. What's his name again? Jets right tackle. What's his freaking name? I'm tripping. I'm shooting a freaking blank. Moses. I don't know why I'm forgetting his first name. Like Morgan Moses, man. You want to go get a tackle, go get Moses. That's Tua's blind side. All y'all talking about the injury prone, whatever his name is, too. I'm running a blank right now at left tackle. They ain't even to his blind side. Oh my gosh. Wait a second. I'm looking at this. I can't believe JC Jackson went to the Chargers. He's teaming up with Derwin James, but I told y'all that last week, didn't I? Matter of fact, I just thought about it. Because I was told that that's the team that's going after him. I told y'all that JC Jackson might end up with the Chargers last week. I told y'all that last week because I said their offense is they're going to put up 30 points a game anyway on offense. They just need to secure their secondary. And sure enough, JC Jackson is a Charger. Can't stand this TD. Greer messed this up big time. Let me ask y'all a question. Here we are offensively trying to catch up to what the Chargers do offensively. But they go get JC Jackson. Who got a better chance to make the playoffs right now based off of what's happened so far? We talk about bringing in one big name tackle. They already got one of the best O-lines in the league now. They already got it. We going to fill this roster out, man. Let me tell y'all what's going to happen now. We going to go get us a top tackle. We going to get us a linebacker. And then everything else is just little pieces here and there. Because they ain't got money for the multiple big guys no more. They going to go get a lineman, a top lineman, and they're going to get a good linebacker, and they're going to feel like we've rounded out the roster we've done. And I think that it's going to be a solid roster, but it still ain't competing with the top dogs. That's what's going to end up happening. Y'all will see. Mark my words. Next two moves for the Dolphins is a tackle and a linebacker. Mark my words. You'll see. Playing. Let me see who else been doing stuff around the league, man. Teddy Bridgewater, we already know. Yeah, Christian Kirk got that bag, man. Christian Kirk got that bag. Yeah, mission. Why are people saying we got Wagner? I'm not sure. I don't see anything that says that. I mean, that would help. That would help if they can go get Bobby Wagner. It'll be a good look for our defense that'll really start to solidify it. I don't think they will. But we'll see. I gotta go breathe, man. I gotta breathe. Listen, y'all, this is what I'm gonna do. I'll be live at 7 p.m. to round out what happens today. Not only am I going to be live at 7 p.m., but I'm going to promise y'all this time tonight that I'm going to let people on. I'm going to let people on, and I want to hear what y'all think. I want y'all to come through at 7 p.m. That's when I'll be on. Now, for all those who have been supporting me for a while over here on TD Fans Talk and always show me love and support, I want to thank y'all for always riding with me. Whether you agree or not, just having respect for me to not be disrespectful. I appreciate y'all. All right. Also, I just dropped the link in the comment section. For those who know me, y'all know that I'm trying to build my own sports network. So if you want to support that, I just dropped the link to my all sports channel, TD Sports Talk. We do so I'll be talking about all type of teams and the moves that they made, so that you could become better educated about what's happening around the league and not just the Miami Dolphins. So go subscribe to TD Sports Talk. I just dropped the link in the comment section. Show your love and support. If you're new to this channel, make sure that you subscribe as well. I want to thank y'all again. I will be live at 7:15 tonight, and I'm gonna open it up. If more moves happen, we'll talk about those first, but I'm gonna open it up and I want to hear from y'all. We also got Mike on the mic tonight, so we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. All right. So love y'all, appreciate y'all, man. I need to just go chill right now because I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like we're just building a team to sustain. We have done nothing offensively to become better. We have done nothing offensively to become better. You bring in another running back who can hopefully do his job, and another receiver that who can hopefully do his job. We didn't bring in any game changers, guys that can be impactful and change, put the fear of God in the defense. Nobody that can actually make the defense scheme for them. And I know we're going to get a tackle, but that shouldn't have been the highlight of our free agency. We just gave another $7 million up. I'm trying to see what Teddy Bridgewater got on his 1 year. All these people talk about Teddy over Brissett. We know that, but he also over Tua. But they're going to ignore that, and they're going to keep ignoring it. Oh my gosh. I'll see y'all soon. Love y'all so much. I'll see y'all soon. I'll see y'all at 7 p.m. Peace. I'm out.